got a Tava lifestyle, give life. You 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 got a Tava lifestyle, give life.
Big grind from the night to the AM.
Big grind,
New multi-millionaires in the making.
multi-millionaire,
Big boss now, but it all took some patience.
real boss,
Rockstar life spread well across the nation.
lifestyle,
Yeah, give one chance, you know what I do to it. Whole team getting money and I'm used to it. Beat the odds and I'm still going used to it. Changing lives every day, you can YouTube it. Hold up, it's on when it's short. You know I stay down, stuck around for the glow up. And you can ask anybody around, yeah they know us. We can't stop now, cause the grind is never over. Hey, hey,
you got a Tava lifestyle, give life. You got a Tava lifestyle, give life. You got a Tava lifestyle, give life. You got a Tava lifestyle, give life.
the go Tava lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hater pipe down. Tava lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hater pipe down. Hey, big grind from the night to the AM.
Big grind,
New multi-millionaires in the making.
multi-millionaire,
Big boss now, but it all took some patience.
real boss,
Rockstar life spread well across the nation.
lifestyle. Got a Tava lifestyle, give life. You got a Tava lifestyle, give life. You got a Tava lifestyle, give life. Got a Tava lifestyle, give life. You got a Tava lifestyle, give life. You got a Tava lifestyle, give life.
All right. Good morning, Tava Nation. This is Kevin Harris out of Atlanta, Georgia. Let's see who we have on here today. Who do we have on this morning? Happy Saturday to each and every one of you all. Aaron Sanders, man. Good morning. How are you, man? Good morning. I see LaShawna Somerville. Good morning. Jack, I see you once again, man. Good morning. Glad to have you on here. Fatima Love. Good morning. Rochelle Kelly. Good morning. Everybody's chiming in for this training on edification this morning with Gene Ford. So look, make sure you tag your teams. Make sure that everybody gets on here. Make sure you have pen and paper handy because you want to take notes. When I spoke with Gene the other day, he's like, man, what do you want me to train on? And he said, edification. So he had a few different topics, but, we chose edification. So make sure that you guys, once again, have an opportunity to call your teams, tag on, tag everyone, share this page on your social media pages. And we are going to have a ball today with this training. Robbie Wynn, good morning, good morning, good morning. So who else do we have on here? We're going to give everybody a few more moments to get on here. Stephanie Wilcox, Victoria Deloach, Keith Williams. What's going on, Keith, out of Dallas? Speaking of Dallas, we will be in Dallas here really soon at the LaCour event. So we'll talk about that shortly. Tammy Durden, brand new executive director, going executive director 2. Good morning, Shantae Lloyd. Thank you for inviting me yesterday. I had a blast. Thank you, Shantae Lloyd, our CEO and founder, Shantae Lloyd. Fatima Johnson Drame, I see you. Good morning. All right, who else is on here today? Who else do we have? I see Nina Moore. Good morning. We have a double diamond sighting. Look, where are my diamonds? We had Keith Williams, diamond on here. Any more diamonds on here? Y'all wake those diamonds up and tell them to get on here this morning. But look, we're going to go ahead and get started here shortly. But before we do, we have a few events. I know you guys hear about the events that are going on around the city. We have been touring for a little over 2 months now here at Tava. It started in Philly, Atlanta, and we had a few other stops. But now we are going to stop in Baton Rouge with the Shelton family on next weekend. Lachelle Pierre, Director of Operations, will be in the house next Saturday, make sure that you get your tickets. If you're anywhere in the area, if you could drive, fly, come down. If you have guests, make sure that you get your guests at this event. When I tell you we're going to have a phenomenal training and opportunity presentation. So you do not want to miss this event in Baton Rouge. So also we have the LaCour event coming up. I know everybody's going there. Tickets are almost gone. So tickets are almost gone. May 21st through the 22nd. We're going to be in Dallas, Texas. That is the home of brand new diamond Keith Williams, and then also Executive Director 2, Gene Ford. They are going to be in the house. Gene told me he was going diamond this month, so I'm putting that pressure on him this month. So make sure that you're there. I do believe that they're going to have an opportunity presentation. that Thursday. That venue will be announced here pretty soon, but then we are going to get it kicked off Friday as well. So make sure that you're there, and it's going to be a great time. But listen, here's what I want to do. We had those couple announcements to make. Right now it is the 8th of the month. Once again, Tava Nation, we are growing. We're growing as a company. You guys are growing in your organizations, and it shows. The numbers are phenomenal. So, we are experiencing some growth here. People are calling saying, they want to be a part of the opportunity. They want the products. And it's because of each and every one of you all out there sharing your results that you're having with the product. But here's what I want to do. This gentleman, I've watched this gentleman from afar for a few years now, and he's a very successful entrepreneur, a real entrepreneur there in the Dallas market, owns a successful business there. And, we had a conversation a couple months ago, and, I shared with this gentleman that the industry needed him back, even though he's having a lot of success, because he's coached many to success. And I told him, we have a younger generation that's coming up, and, they needed the knowledge and the wisdom and the gifts and talents that he possesses. And so I kind of begged him to come over here to Tava. And when I tell you, this gentleman is really a servant leader, he really serves. Many people don't serve, but he truly, truly serves. And, that's Gene Ford out of Dallas, Texas, man. Good morning, Gene. How are you?
I am doing excellent. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. I see you don't have your A5A shirt on today.
Oh, man, I got to represent Tava today.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
It's Tava all day now.
Well, listen, man, look, first off, man, I'm excited that, you said yes to Mr. Keith Williams, man. You've had a lot of success in the industry, and you stepped away, and, you're very successful there in the Dallas market. You and your beautiful family, man, and, you came back, and, we're delighted that you came back to Tava, and because your gifts and talents are really helping a lot of people, man. So you're a talented brother, man. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of our heart that you're here. And let's get this edification training on, man, so we can get the people to take some great notes and put the notes to use, man. So I appreciate you. Okay, G?
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you as well, Kevin. Hey, listen, good morning, Tava. I pray everybody is having a beautiful morning, that you woke up in great spirits, in your great mind, and that you guys are ready to have a grand day. Listen, before I even get started, I've got to give it back to my brother Kevin Harris there in Atlanta, our COO, ladies and gentlemen. He said that he begged me to come over here, but I'll tell you, I got a chance to have a phone conversation with this gentleman. And, again, we've been knowing each other from afar, from a distance, following each other, seeing the success of what we've been able to do in this industry. And when I got a chance to get on the phone with this gentleman, I didn't take it lightly. I made sure that, I listened to what he was saying. Again, edification, what we'll be talking about shortly. But I made sure that I listened to what this gentleman was saying, because anytime someone has had the success that you're looking to have, you want to make sure that you're listening. And I got a chance to listen to some great information, hear about this great company of Tava. And, a little bit over 30 days ago, my wife and I, we sat down. We were, I won't say anti-network marketing. I would never say that. I call it relationship marketing. I'm never against it. I love the industry. But we were just at a point where, we had been with some companies and things didn't pan out the way we wanted it to. However, this industry allowed us to do great things in our traditional business. And so we were just saying, let's continue doing that. But when I got a chance to talk with our brother Kevin Harris, and he shared the vision of Tava, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you right now, just listening to what he was saying, I automatically said yes. And so I'm so thankful for him taking time out to get on that call and talk to me about this company. Listen, the last 30 days have been wonderful. And so again, Kevin Harris, I appreciate you, the brotherhood that we've, established just over 30 days, right? Feels like years, but I appreciate you so much. And so again, I am so thankful to be on here this morning, you all. And I won't hold you long, but like my pastor likes to say, I will be strong, right? I'm going to deliver some great information to you guys that I believe has allowed me to have the success that I've had, not just in the relationship marketing, but also in traditional business and just all around. And that's edification. Okay, edification. And I'm going to give you guys a few examples as we go through, talk about some individuals, because I got to give some shout outs, right? But I want to do it through the training so you really understand what edification really means. All right. So I hope you guys have a pen, you guys have a pad. Make sure you're taking copious notes, because this information that I'm going to provide, I didn't come up with this information. Right now, the good thing about it is that it was already inside of me. I truly believe that I am a true server. I love to serve. I love being able to help other individuals achieve goals and have success that they're looking for. But it all starts with what we're going to talk about, and that's edification. And I got a chance years ago to sit up under leadership from a gentleman that's been my mentor for years, and I actually got a chance to talk to him the other day. And it was just being able to understand what it meant, right? To be able to be in leadership position, right? To be able to understand what it still meant to edify other people. It was phenomenal to really learn from this gentleman. And I took that information, I turned it into my own, and I'm so thankful to be on this call to give you this information. So what I want to do is I want to first give you the true definition of what edification is, right? Because we talk about edification so much, right? We attempt to explain to our individuals when they get started with our company, what are you supposed to do? How do you edify someone? Now, there's really, I won't say there's no wrong way, but there's definitely multiple ways that you can do edification. And I just want to break it down for you so that it all makes sense, okay? All right, so when you look at what edification means, it says the instruction or improvement of a person morally or intellectually, okay? All right, again, the instruction or improvement of a person morally or intellectually, right? That means that you're uplifting someone, that you're speaking about someone in a manner that gives them the respect due, okay? See, we got to understand that. Sometimes we got to step outside of ourselves and stop thinking of ourselves and understand that when I shine the light on someone else, that doesn't dim my light, right? I want you guys to write that down. When you shine your light on someone else, that does not dim your light, okay? If you take two lighters and you've got a lighter that's low on fluid, right? And then you take the other lighter and you light it and you put it up to the other one. Eventually, as you spark, it will catch fire, right? It will start burning, right? But it still does not take away from the other lighter that was already burning. It doesn't take it away. It doesn't take anything away. All right. All right. Let me use something else that we all know, right? You ever been went and gotten to your vehicle, right? And your car wouldn't start? Right. I know I'm not the only one. Maybe I am, and it's okay. But you got in there, and you realize that your battery was dead, right? And then you call someone, or you talk someone, you stop someone and say, "Hey, listen, my battery just went dead. Do you have jumper cables, right? Do you have jumper cables so that I can get a boost?" And that person says, "Absolutely, I got you." They pull up, they pop their hood, right, and they put those jumper cables on your battery, and then they put it on theirs, right? And their car started already going, right? And then you sit there for a second, right? A second or two. And then what do? You turn that ignition and that car starts. It didn't take away anything from the car that was already helping you. Didn't take anything away from it. That car just helped you, right? Get to where you needed to be, or get that jump. So again, when you're edifying someone, ladies and gentlemen, please always remember that you're uplifting them. That's the whole goal. See, when I looked at this industry, that's one of the biggest things that I realized. Sometimes it can cause a situation in a company. See, again, write this down. Everything rises and falls on leadership. Everything rises and falls on leadership. Okay. The products are amazing. We know that. I can testify to the products firsthand. I also have testimonies. I also have heard great testimonies since I've been a part of Tava. We know the products work, but do you work, right? Are you that person when people talk to you? Are you edifying other people enough to where a person says, "Man, I want to be a part of that," right? You heard Brother Kevin Harris talk about the event that's coming up in Dallas. Are you guys promoting that event? Are you talking about it? More importantly, there's an event coming up in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, right? Mr. and Mrs. Shelton, Diamonds in Louisiana. Are you promoting that event? Listen, I don't know a lot of people in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to reach out to someone that I know that knows people in Alexandria, Louisiana, and in other areas of Louisiana and say, hey, listen, there's something great going on in Louisiana. You need to get these people that you know to this event in front of Mr. and Mrs. Shelton and that team and start talking about edifying these individuals. They're top leaders in our company. They've been able to help so many people have success. I've never met them a day in my life, and I look forward to meeting them, right? But I still know how to edify them to a point to where people want to get in front of them. That's what edification is. And so when you really take it to heart, see, I'm passionate about this, and I hope you can hear it. This is not something that I do where it sounds good and sounds cute. No, I take this very seriously because I've been a part of companies and I've sat there and watched people tear other leaders down. And I'm like, why would you do that? We're supposed to be uplifting people. We're all humans, but we're supposed to uplift and always make sure that people understand that, listen, we've got some great leadership. You start with our CEOs, Mr. and Mrs. Kenny and Shantae Lloyd. Listen, man, Mr. and Mrs., you're talking about some great leaders. I got a chance to meet Kenny Lloyd in Philadelphia when he came down for the event. Listen, I've known this gentleman from afar, him and his wife. I remember watching videos back in the early 2000s, right? I remember watching this gentleman sitting in I believe it was a Taylor spot where he was sitting down and he was talking about the success that he had been able to have with the company that he partnered with. And he talked about that transition from, not having or being where he wanted to be to that company moving him into where he wanted to be as far as success was concerned, as far as financial gain, right? And I sat there and I watched it. I said, man, that's an amazing story. Then you fast forward and I saw him, do the things that he did in another company and help that company grow. And the greatest thing was him sitting and having the conversation and said he enjoyed those moments. He's thankful for the relationships. Again, it's called edification. That's what it is. When you speak highly of a situation, no matter what, no matter if you've moved on, but he's moved into his season now as a CEO, him and his wife. And so now what are you doing to edify them? Have you been able to learn their story, their journey? So that when you talk to individuals, you're able to talk to them in a way that they understand. See, there are 4 types of people that we talk to. You just got to realize we all have each one of them inside of us, right? I'm going to talk about that shortly. 4 personalities, right? We all have it inside of us. You just got to know which one to talk about. Okay. And so what I want to do from this is I want to go ahead and give some examples of edification. All right. And I want to talk about some individuals in our company, and I want you to write down these points, right? When you're edifying someone, okay, it's not just about standing in front of a room and bringing someone up to the front of a room. It's about sitting down one-on-one with that person that you're talking to, that you're prospecting, and you're talking about your senior leader, your upline, right? You're talking about that person that's made an impact in so many people's lives. Right. So when you're sitting down and you're edifying that person, listen, it's Mr., Miss, or Mrs. It's one of the 3. Whenever you're introducing or talking about or edifying someone that's in leadership within your company, it doesn't matter. Listen, right now, I want you to do me a favor. Rank, let's throw it out the window right now. I want you all to understand this. It's not about rank. What it's about is the person that's helping you become successful or get to where it is that you're looking to go. Sometimes that could be someone that is a supervisor. They just went supervisor, right? But they may have been in this industry for 15 years, but they just got started in the company and they're a supervisor, but because they're not a diamond, right? You don't give them the respect due. I want you, that's why I say edification is something totally different. It has nothing to do with rank, more to do with you uplifting someone that you're speaking about. And so when you sit down with someone and you say, hey, listen, man, I'm so thankful that you took time out. I want to talk to you about an individual that I have so much respect for. This person has a heart of gold. Man, I met this person, this young lady. I met her a few months ago, but I've been knowing her for a while. I got a chance years ago. I was part of a company And in fact, I was on the tail end where I decided that, I was actually done with the industry and I was moving on. But I started receiving all of these emails about an individual. And it was all these people that were now getting positioned with that company that I was walking away from. There was nothing wrong. I just made the decision to leave. But man, I started seeing all these emails pour in and I was wondering what's going on, right? And so again, you fast forward years later and I started seeing videos, or months later, I started seeing videos of this young lady hosting events and having a great time, right? Social events that they were having. And I was just like, man, they're making this fun. I love that, right? I would love to be a part of someone like that. Then you fast forward, right? And again, I know this young lady in the industry. And so I'm sitting here. This young lady was partnered with another company that she helped have some success. But here's the great thing. Because she was able to have 100% of the facts, she was able to help other people have success the same way that she was having success. So it wasn't about her. It was about her being able to pour into other people, right? To really let people or show people how to get the success that they were looking for. And I got a chance to watch this young lady on Instagram and on Facebook. And now, listen, I'm telling you right now, this young lady and her husband, they are a wonderful duo. There's some individuals that I now got a chance to personally partner with, right? And be able to have success. And everything that I saw on Instagram, everything that I saw on Facebook, it's more to it. They are some dynamic individuals. They've been able to come in and help me and my wife have success that we were looking to have. They sat down with us and were genuine with us. They allowed us to come into their home, right? And listen, they've been able to pour into us and give us some great information. So I want you to understand the individual that I'm about to put you in front of, she's someone that, listen, her time is limited because she's helping so many people win. But more importantly, she's always dedicated that when there's somebody that wants to hear about what we're doing and they want to take position, she definitely will stop what she's doing. And that's what she's doing right now. So I want to introduce you to Mrs. Nina Moore out of Philadelphia. Do you see what I did, ladies and gentlemen? I took 2 to 3 minutes to edify someone. I didn't talk about rank. I didn't talk about anything else, right? I talked about that she was financially positioned. More importantly, she's helped other people, right? That's what I've talked about. I talked about those things, the things that made sense, the things that when a person's hearing that, they're saying, I have a lot of respect for that person. That's what you're doing. You're building respect. See, here's what I want you to do. I want you to draw a triangle. Again, I hope you all have a pen and paper and are taking notes. The reason why is because I'm going to give you information. This information is for you to go back and to be able to start applying it, right? You've got to practice it over and over again. The reason why we're able to stand in front of rooms and talk and train and talk about a company or talk about products or talk about these things is because I do it every single day. I train to my wife, all right? I train to my son and my daughter every single day. They've got to hear me, right? I look in the mirror and I train and I present these products. I talk about these products every day in the mirror. Who am I looking at? I'm looking at myself. But because I do it every single day, now it's easier for me to talk about it without trying to wonder, what am I talking about? So I want you to draw a triangle, okay? I want you to draw a triangle. At the top of the triangle, I want you to write you. You're right. That's right. You, right? Put your name if you need to. Okay. In the bottom left, I want you to put the expert. So at the top, you've got you. At the bottom left corner, you're going to put the expert. Okay. And on the right corner, you're going to put the prospect. Right? Prospect. So you've got you. Bottom left, you've got the expert. And then the right, you've got the prospect. Now, here's how it works. You, I want you to draw a line from you down to the expert. And I want you to write edify. That means that you're supposed to edify that expert enough to the person that you're talking to where it all makes sense. That what they're about to listen, that you've captured their attention. You've captured their attention enough to where if they're doing something, they're going to stop what they're doing, right? They're going to stop what they're doing. Hey, listen, I don't have a lot of time, but I'm about to allow you to speak with someone that definitely has done some amazing things in this industry. This gentleman is someone that I've known for years, but more importantly, in the industry that we're in right now, this gentleman has been able to help so many people. He has a heart of gold. He has 100% of the information that you're about to listen to. So I need to make sure that you're in a place where you can sit and you can take notes, right? And you can really hear what this gentleman has to say. In his first 45 days, this gentleman, reached a position in a company where he was able to help so many people have great success. And because of that, he was rewarded for that. But more importantly, this gentleman financially has been able to help hundreds of people, right? Hundreds of people be able to create just an additional income to take care of them and their families on top of what they're currently doing. So he doesn't have a lot of time, but I got a chance to be able to talk to him and let him know who you were. And he said that he would take time out to speak with you. So I need you to give him 100% of your time and attention. Mr. Such and Such, Mrs. Such and Such, I want to introduce you to Mr. Keith Williams here in the Dallas market. Mr. Keith Williams, this is Joe Wilson. Joe Wilson, this is Mr. Keith Williams. Once again, Mr. I'm putting a title on his name. I'm making it understand that I have a total amount of respect. So now what happens is because of the edification, right? Now you've got your prospect, or excuse me, your expert that you just edified. You've got your prospect. I want you to draw a line over to the prospect, and I want you to write up under that respect. Respect. Because you edified this person enough, now you've built respect for that person. So now whoever's listening, you're hoping, right? Because sometimes it doesn't happen. Now, not every time that I introduce, because I believe I edify people to the fullest, right? But sometimes that prospect, you can't control them sometimes, right? But as long as you do your job every time and you edify, you're hoping that 95% of the time, 99% of the time, the person that's listening, they're going to listen. They're going to have respect. Okay. And so now all you've done is once you've done that edification, listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's now your time to step out. Step out and just be quiet. There's no reason to say anything else. Doesn't matter what you've been able to do in the last 30 days. Doesn't matter. I was able to lose weight in this. Listen, you had your chance to say whatever it is you wanted to say. Once you edified your expert and the respect level was built, don't take it away. And sometimes what you all do, or we do, I don't want to say you all, sometimes what we can do is we can have a habit of taking it away. Because now you keep talking and talking, and now you want to allow the expert to be the expert. So mute your phone out. If you're in person, just mute yourself. Just sit back and smile and nod your head, right? Laugh when you need to laugh. But just listen. Sometimes we got to listen. That's why God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth, so you can listen more. Okay? So just listen and allow that expert to now do their job. So now you've done that. You've got the respect factor. And then here's what happens, right? You've got the prospect, and then you still have you. On the right side, I want you to draw a line up to you. Okay? And I want you to write trust over there. Trust. See, the reason why your prospect is willing to listen to your expert is for 2 main reasons. The main reason, number 1, is because they trust you. They trust you. They're willing to take time out to listen to someone that you've edified because they trust you. And then you've turned around and you've shown nothing but respect for the person that you're getting on the phone, right? You didn't downplay your prospect or make them feel any less than. All you did was edify someone that has more facts than you, that has more information than you. And so now what you've done is you've built trust and you've built respect. When you do those 2 things, ladies and gentlemen, you have a higher chance of that person getting in business with you, that person becoming a customer. Okay? You've got a better chance. So I want you to write that down. I want you to write that triangle, have that done, and I want you to go and practice that. Practice that information that I gave you, how to edify someone, right? You talk about how great that person is. Once again, get off of your high horse. Be willing, I don't care what position you are, be willing to talk about anyone that is sharing the information, that is the expert. Do you know that sometimes I've watched my double diamond turn the hands over to someone that was maybe, I believe a director? She turned it over to them. It's like, hey, close this, right? In fact, I'll give you one even better. I had a young lady who is in the hair industry. She's a hairstylist. She's 18 years old. I've been knowing her since she was 15. She's my daughter's best friend, right? Last 3 years, I've watched this young lady, right? I've watched her build her hair business and have great success. In fact, there was times she was spending out at my house and she would have her individuals over there or her friends, and they would be doing hair, right? And so I watched her build her business so that when it was time that we got started, my daughter got positioned, and I told my daughter, matter of fact, get her on the phone. Got her on the phone and talked to her. Now, we got before I was getting her position, I spoke with Nina Moore. And Nina Moore was like, listen, I told her, I said, listen, you were in the hair industry. I need you to speak with her. And she said, no, I've got one better. I've got a younger lady who's been able to come over here and have some success. And I'm going to get her to speak with her because they're in the same age category. And I thought about that and I said, man, that makes so much sense. Once again, Nina Moore understands she's not dimming her light by letting someone else's light shine. She's uplifting both of them and everyone. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys do this, here's what I want to do, guys. I'm going to give you this information and we're going to wrap this thing all up. Okay, we're going to wrap this thing up. 4 personalities that I want you guys to really pay attention to as you're doing it. I know you guys have heard this. You've heard about the urchin. You've heard about the reds, the white, the reds, the blues, and the all. You heard about that, right? I'm gonna give it to you in a different form. This is one I like to use. Okay, so I want you to write these down. The first person that you could talk to when you're dealing with 4 personalities is the person that's called the driver. Yes, the driver. The driver is the person that's the go-getter, right? They listen, where are we going? How fast we gonna get there, right? In our terms, they're the sharks, right? They're the sharks, right? So the driver, you've got the driver. Then the next person you have is the analytical person, right? That's the person that says, man, listen, I love what I'm hearing, but I need some more information. I need a little bit more. Matter of fact, I need a lot more. Where can I go? What website can I go to? Right? That's that person that you talk to, and they're like, listen, I need more information, and we're going to give it to them. Right? So you've got that person. They're an introvert, right? In a sense, but that's the person that you're talking to. Then you've got an amiable person, right? Amiable, AMIABLE, right? Amiable. That person is a relationship introvert. In our terms, they're more like a whale. They're loving, right? But they're just individuals that they will help. But they like, listen, it's not that I don't want to be around a lot of people, but I'm comfortable with just a few people, right? That's the amiable person. Then you've got the expressive person. The expressive person in our terms is the dolphin. They're the person, they're a relationship extrovert. Okay, so you got these 4 personalities. You've got to always know that when you are talking to someone, which one they are and how to introduce the individual and edify the individual that you're getting on, whether it's on the phone or whether it's in person. You've got to know how to edify that person. Okay, so what I want you to do, I'm not going to go through it because that's a training in itself. I'm giving you these tips so that you all can now go back and really put into play, who do I know that is a driver, right? Who do I know that's amiable? Who do I know, right? You've got to be willing. Who do I know that's analytical? And write their names down next to those names, right? Create a category list. That way now, as you're prospecting and you're talking to people, you're not messing things up in a sense. Because sometimes you can say the wrong thing to the right person. Uh-oh. I'm going to say that again. Sometimes you can say the wrong thing to the right person. Okay? You can. Now, it's not that that person still won't get positioned, but sometimes they won't get the information they need from you. Then the next person will come along and they'll give them the right information, the right way. And that person's like, that's who I want to partner with. You guys have to understand, if you learn these and you practice them over and over again, then no matter who you talk to, as long as you do everything that you can do, edify other people, and make sure that you're edifying this company. Do you have the facts about the company? When the company was started, why the company was started, right? Do you have the facts about the products? Do you have pictures of individuals in your phone or on your iPad or on the slide somewhere where you can show people when you're talking to them about before and afters of individuals who've come over here? Do you know testimonies of people who have been able to have great things? Again, we never make medical claims, right? But you can still talk about the person, right, that was able to get some more energy. They didn't have energy before this. I was one of those people, right? I was always working, wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning to day trade. And then I try to get a little nap in and I get up for the day and I'm up all day. I've got business to handle. Now we've got Tava business to handle and we've got children and I got a wife and I've got a mother and I'm all over the place. However, I wasn't taking care of myself. So my energy level would be low, but I would just act like it was high. Ladies and gentlemen, 30 days ago, I got a chance to get on these products. And they say the flare will take you there. Listen, I'm a true believer. I take it every morning. Every morning after I eat my first meal, I take my flare. And I've had more energy with the flare than I've ever had before. From years ago, let's say that. When I was younger in my 20s and maybe early 30s, I had plenty of it. Now I'm 42. Listen, I need that boost. So I have no problem talking about what the flare has been able to do for me, what detoxing has been able to do for me, being able to shed 6 pounds that are gone. I'm talking about gone, right? I understand. Now I can talk about these products and edify the products. You're edifying the company. You edify these products. And you edify the people in position that are taking this business to another level. You always learn about the stories. Are you getting on the calls and listening to the new individuals coming in? I wrote these names down, and again, we're about to be finished up because I know I don't want to go over my time, but I went and I watched the call with Michael Bethune and Mr. Marvin Sykes, right? I watched that. I listened to that call. I was at the dealership, but I stepped outside and had my phone up loud and was listening to Kevin Harris interview these individuals. And you know what I did? I started talking to other people. Now, when I talk about this business, I talk about these gentlemen in Delaware, right? I've never met these gentlemen a day in my life, but I know that they were in the industry. They decided to, again, just to take a break and to do other things, right? Do ministry work and all the other things. I think if I'm correct, Mr. Michael Bethune, if I'm correct, is ex-police officer, right? But what I did is I went and I looked at what these gentlemen did. I went through their pages. So now I can talk about these gentlemen. I never talk about myself, ever. When we hit executive director 2, I didn't talk about that. I talked about my wife, right? Being able to say she got a chance to sit down with Nina and learn this business. And because of that, now she was able to start talking to people, and she doesn't talk to people like that. But she started getting out and she got on the products and she lost 8 pounds. In fact, down 10 pounds now as of yesterday. 10 pounds that she was able to lose. My wife is a workout fanatic. She loves to work out, but she couldn't lose the weight like she wanted to. She started detoxing. She started taking the valet. She started taking, drinking the coffee with me in the morning, right? Now she's 10 pounds down. I started talking about that story, talking about my daughter, right? Who works as a paralegal, but got started in the company, started talking to her friends, and now she went director 2. She's a believer in the products, been on the products since we got them. She's lost some weight. I start talking about those stories. Mrs. Patricia Chase, right? I call her Mama Pat. She was able to get on these products. Listen, I edify everybody. That's all I do. Edification. Edification. What are you doing to edify? Right? Are you understanding that edification will allow you to make it to where it is you want to go? I'm going to say this, guys, and we'll be done. And I think I'm closing this call out, so I don't think there anything else. The announcements were in the beginning, right? But I'm going to say this, and I want you guys, I'm going to challenge each and every one of you to this, okay? I'm going to challenge you to this. And this is my belief. I believe they say this a lot. They say positions, I want to use the right term, okay? Because again, in leadership, you got to say things the right way. People say you can't buy your way to success, or you can't buy your way to a rank, whatever the case, okay? Here's what I want to say. You can edify your way to Crown Diamond. You heard it first from me. You can edify your way to Crown Diamond. I want anybody to take me up on this challenge. Starting this week, here's what I want, guys. It's Saturday, May 8th. Starting tomorrow on Sunday, all the way through next week. Guys, I just got back active on Facebook. Real active on Instagram, sharing my stories. I'm that person where they say I'm more dope or offline. I'm that person, right? I enjoy just living my life. I got so many pictures in my phone that I just never post. But now I'm starting to understand I've got to share who I am, right? If a person that doesn't know me wants to get to know who I am and what I'm doing with this business, I've got to do that. So that's what I've been doing, and edifying everyone else in the company and around me in leadership. But I understand that I can edify my way to Crown Diamond. I say it with conviction. I say it boldly. I've been in this industry for 21 years. And if you know anybody that's worked with me or that's known me in any company, they will tell you that I am the biggest edifier that they know. That's the reason why I chose this topic. Because I believe that in order for a company to have major success, to become a billion-dollar brand, you've got to have the best edifiers than anybody else. Not any other company. We're not here for that. In your company, you've got to have the people that edify the most. Who are you edifying? Who are you posting on your page? And so I challenge you right now. I challenge you. Yes. Our team will get diamond done this month. Yes. We got double diamond coming. We got triple diamond coming, right? Which we got crown diamond apparently coming soon too. But we will edify. I will edify my way to diamond. I will edify my way to double diamond. I will edify my way to triple diamond. See, you got hard work and you've got edification. I want you to write that down. Hard work and edification. You've got to put in the work. You've got to be willing to get out and talk to people. You've got to be willing to step out of your comfort zone. You've got to be willing to be able to put yourself in a position, right? In my office here, I have a financial services that we run. I am gutting this whole office out, well, most of it. I just ordered 2 big, nice shelves, and we're about to put all our product on the shelves, and this is going to turn into the all Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex hub. We're going to have one in Dallas with Diamond Keith Williams, where he's doing the same in his office. But here in Arlington, Mansfield, Grand Prairie, Fort Worth, Dallas, Irving, all the surrounding areas, we're going to be the hub. When people want to get product, they're going to know to come to this office. When people want to know about Tava, they're going to know to come to this office. Because I'm going to get out and I'm going to edify and I'm going to sample. I'm going to put in the hard work, but I'm going to edify my way to Crown Diamond. So who's going to do the same thing? So as we close out, here's what I want you to do, guys. Number one, I want you to edify the event coming up in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Put it on your page. And I'm challenging myself too. It's going to be on my page. It's going to be on my timeline every day, all the way up until when it happens. And then start edifying the event here in Dallas. Not for me, not for Keith, for you. For you. For the company, for Tava. Kevin Harris talked about it earlier. He said, man, you don't have on your alpha gear. Nope. 20 years I'll celebrate this year. 20 years being a member, a brother of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. But right now I'm Tava. I'm Tava Incorporated. And I'm about to build a brotherhood and sisterhood The same way that my jewels built back in 1906. We're going to do the same thing today. We're going to do the same thing today. And we're going to do it with hard work and edification. So I challenge you on your timeline every single day. Take time. Promote the event in Louisiana. You never know who's looking at your page. Okay? Then promote the event in Dallas. And then here's what I want you to do. This is my challenge. And I'm going to do it too. Starting tomorrow, I want you to start edifying at least one person in Tava. You don't have to tell a major story. You don't have to say all these things. Just give them their flowers while they're here. Edify them. This is how you start practicing. This is how you know who's serious. Right? Did you wake up? If you got on the call today, you're serious. You're serious about Tava. I was up at 4 a.m. this morning swinging my legs. Just like, man, I can't wait to 10 a.m. I can't wait. Not so I can get on here and so that I can be seen, but that I can pour into the people, that one person that just needs to be poured into. That they can realize that if I just edify, if I learn how to edify, I got the hard work down, but now let me learn how to edify and let me edify my way to where I want to be. It's my belief that every person on this call can become a crown diamond. You just got to believe it. So go put in the hard work and go put in the edification. Every day this week, starting today, find someone. They might not be in your lineage, your upline, downline. They may be someone that you heard about that had a success story that was phenomenal. I want you to put them on your page and give them some love. Tag them in it. And let's start doing that over and over and over again. You want to flood the timeline with Tava? This is how you do it. So I love each and every one of you. I appreciate you. I hope I didn't go over my time because I always like to make sure that I'm on time in everything I do, right? And make sure that I'm living up to what I'm supposed to live up to. But I just had it in my heart to share this information with you guys. We have an opportunity to be a billion. We are a $1 billion brand. We are a $1 billion company. And now we've got to put in the work to catch up. So I appreciate your time. I love each and every one of you guys. I'll see you at the top, not from the top. Take care.
Got a Tava lifestyle, give life. 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 Got a Tava lifestyle, give life.
Big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind. New multi-millionaires in the making. Big boss now, but it all took some patience. Rockstar life spread well across the nation. Give one chance, you know what I do to it. Whole team getting money and I'm used to it. Beat the odds and I'm still going used to it. Changing lives every day, you can YouTube it. Hold up, it's on when it's short. You know I stay down, stuck around for the glow up. And you can ask anybody around, yeah, they know us. We can't stop now, cause the grind is never over. Hey,
got a Tava lifestyle, give life. You got a Tava lifestyle, give life. You got a Tava lifestyle, give life. You got a Tava lifestyle, give life.
it go Tava lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hey to pipe down. Tava lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hey to pipe down. Hey, big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind, new multi-millionaires in the making. Big boss now, but it all took some patience. Rockstar life spread well across the nation.